Hey angels, what's up? It's your girl Alicia and I'm coming to you today with another video. In this video today, I'm going to be telling you guys how to get over a breakup. I'm sure you can already tell by the title. But this video was highly requested and I'm just excited to do it for you guys since this is what you want to see. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come over and join the family. If you are already one of my angels, you guys know I love you so much. And without further ado, let's just dive right into this video. Okay, angels, so today I'm going to be giving you some tips to get over a breakup. And I feel like I'm the perfect person to give you these tips because I'm like a breakup expert. Like, I've went through plenty of losses, plenty of heartbreaks, and I'm just used to breaking up with people and getting over it. So I feel like I can give you the tools and the knowledge that you need to get over your breakup and just be happy and feel good about yourself. If you guys don't know, I'm currently going through a divorce as we speak. So I was with my husband for 6 years and we broke up. So yeah, let's just dive into these tips. So tip number one, I'm gonna say, is just keep it real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Don't like lie to yourself. Understand that it's over. Oh, excuse me. It's over. For whatever reason, the relationship just did not work. Whether it was your fault, the other person's fault, it's over. Keep it real with yourself. I know a lot of times when you're going through a breakup, it's easy to get into this space of denial where it's just like, oh my God, did we really break up? Or we broke up? Maybe we're going to get back together. Like, you need to keep it real with yourself and lose all hope about the situation. Don't even think about maybe we'll get together, maybe we won't. Don't think about it. Just stay in the present moment. In the present moment, y'all are not together, and only God knows if you will ever get together. You know, so don't stress your brain over that type of stuff. Just stay in the moment, girl. Tip number two is to let go. And that kind of goes with the whole keeping it real thing. Like, just let go. Like, surrender to the situation. Like, look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going through a breakup and it sucks. It hurts. Like, this is not an easy thing to go through. You know, when you've been with somebody so long, you get so accustomed to them. You're so comfortable with them. And, you know, when you lose somebody or when you're not in a relationship with them anymore, it's almost like a death. You're mourning that relationship. So allow yourself to mourn that relationship, but just understand that you have to let go. The longer you hold on to what it could be, what it should be, what it may be, how you wanted it to be, how it should, like, the longer you hold on to that, the harder it's going to be for you to move on. And the harder you're going to make your life, because in order for you to actually move on, not only physically, but more than anything emotionally, you have to let it go. Just let it go. Let it go, girl. The next tip I want to give you guys is to cry. Don't be afraid to cry. Like, find somebody that you could trust, that you can cry in front of. Like, my sister is my best friend. I also trust my mom. And I trust God. I take time alone to myself and cry, let it out, you know. Understand that you have every right to feel the way that you feel. And, you know, for a while you're going to be really emotional and you're just going to be like completely out of whack. You're not going to be yourself. You know, you might feel kind of depressed. You might not feel like going to work. You might not feel like eating. Like, people handle their emotions differently, but I want you to understand this is going to be a very emotional time for you. If you're watching this video, you're probably going through a breakup or you've been through a breakup, so you know this is a very emotional time for you. So don't be afraid to cry. You need to cry in order to like release those negative emotions. And normally after you get a good cry in, you just feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. You feel like a lot better. And sometimes it's more like a fresh start for yourself. Like, okay, I cried, I got that out, I felt what I felt, and I released it. So, you know, get a good cry. The next thing I'm gonna tell you guys is to take time alone. It's very important to take time for yourself. You have to be willing to take time alone so, you know, you can like get used to your own thoughts and really like take time to understand what you feel, to process what you just went through. You need that time alone to just take a second away from the world and really just soak up everything that's going on in your life understand why it may be going on, changes that you could have made. Like, you just have to take that time for yourself. Like, just turn off the TV, turn off social media, you know, stay away from your friends for a little while, you know, don't, you know, stay away from your family for a little while, just to take time for yourself. Like with me, I have kids, so it's not but so much time I could take for myself, but I still set aside that time where, you know, when the kids went to bed or whatever the case may be, where I just processed everything and I just thought about, you know, my part in the situation, his part in the situation, how things could be different moving forward. What do I want for myself? Like, what's going on with my life? How is it about to change? You know, just processing everything. You need that time alone. It's very important. Another thing that I feel is a really good suggestion is to make a list of good and bad things about the relationship. And a lot of times when you do that, it put things into perspective that, you know, the relationship wasn't perfect. It wasn't all good. And sometimes they bring things to your attention that may have been really bad in a relationship, but you might have swept it under the rug, or you might not have wanted to face it, or you might have just been settling in certain areas. So this will give you a really good perspective of really good things that was good and really bad things that wasn't good. And it will allow you to see, like, traits and qualities and things that you want in a relationship moving forward, and things that may be deal breakers for you. So I think it's a good idea to make that list so you can compare, you know, what was going on in the relationship and like what you want moving forward. The next thing I want to tell you is that after you spend time alone and you start to like calculate your own thoughts, you start to become more confident in yourself, and you start to understand that, you know, maybe this wasn't the worst thing in the world. And then it's time to start spending time with your friends and your family, because your friends and your family is going to always remind you how freaking amazing you are, how awesome you are, how much they love you, how they don't want to ever live without you, how, you know, how they not going to choose, because, you know, these niggas out here be choosing. You know what I'm saying? So your family and your friends is going to remind you that you are that bitch. Like, period. You know what I mean? Love who you are. Love your journey. Love what you go through. You know what I mean? We all go through things. We all have our moments where we feel really down and we have to bounce back, you know? So this is your little downtime, you know? But spend time with your friends and your family. Have a good time. You know, in the beginning, you might not really feel like, oh my God, I really don't feel like being bothered with anybody. But, you know, you'll start to feel it when you're at a place where it's just like, I need to be around people that love me. You'll get to that period where it's like, yeah, I need to be around friends and family. This might be good for me. So, yeah, take time for your friends and your family. The next tip that I want to give you guys is do not rush into a relationship. Like, I call it the monkey bar effect. Like, you know, when you're on the monkey bars, you go here, you go there, you go here, you go there. You know, and I usually monkey bar niggas, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I might be here with it, but I'm definitely right here with it. So by the time I swing on to the next one, bye nigga, boom, boom. Like, but at the same time, don't do the monkey bar effect to where as though like you 1 foot in here and 1 foot in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let that relationship go, heal from it, mourn it, just completely get over it. Once you completely over it and you feel like you're ready for love again, then you can open yourself up to it. You know what I'm saying? So don't rush into another relationship, because honestly, guys, you'll find yourself settling again, or you'll find yourself just getting attached to somebody because they're giving you attention at that point in time where you're really down and you really just need somebody in your corner and stuff like that. Like, you need to have a clear conscience of who you're messing around with and stuff like that. So it's very important to take that time and not rush into a relationship and really get a clear picture of what you want in your new relationship moving forward. Like, know all of the things that you want moving forward, so you can kind of have deal breakers, and you kind of have, like, you know, you kind of have standards moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You kind of give yourself an outline of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to go through anymore. Like, take time. But I will say, make friends. Make friends. Like, you can talk to other guys, you can make friends, you can go out on dates and stuff like that, but just make it clear to these guys, you know, I just really came out of another situation and I really just need time for myself, but I don't mind, you know, going out, having a little date, you know, hanging out, doing something fun. Try to do things in public places. Don't run and jump in somebody's bed and have sex and stuff like that. Like, no, really hang out. You know how you can have girlfriends, you can have guy friends. Just hang out and have a good time, you know. The next tip that I want to tell you guys is to find somebody to talk to. Talk to somebody. And sometimes you need a counselor, honestly. And sometimes you can just use a friend or your sister or your family. But honestly, sometimes you need professional help. You need somebody to help you to understand why you feel the way you feel. What hurts you so much about the relationship? Why won't you let go? Why is it so hard for you to get over this breakup? Like, it's very important to talk to someone to help you calculate your thoughts and just really get your mind right. Like, when you're going through a breakup, it's a mental game. Like, it really is, and it's a fight for your life. Like, you don't want to go into this deep depression where, you know what I mean, you know, you just fall apart, you're not taking care of yourself and stuff like that. No, like, you gotta fight for your sanity. You gotta get up every day and tell yourself, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. I'm fine. All things works out for my good. You have to really speak life into yourself. So, you know, take that time to talk to somebody. Even if it's a professional, get some help. And a lot of times people don't know that, you know, your insurance company actually covers like getting counselors and stuff like that. So you don't always have to pay out of pocket. And it's a lot of resources, free resources for like counseling sessions and stuff like that. And I know like a lot of churches and stuff, they do counseling sessions too. So check it out. Okay, my next tip, speaking of church, is to get closer to God. You know, go on like a spiritual journey where you start praying more and you start trusting God. You start understanding that He is in full and total control of your life, and that nothing that you're going through, it isn't anything that He doesn't already know about, and it isn't anything that He hasn't already handled. So, you know, you really have to strengthen your faith, because when you're doing things of the world, you know, the world is going to tell you, girl, slash his tires. Girl, he did what? Beat that bitch ass. Like, the world is going to tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to get to that point where you're doing things all out of your character and stuff that might get you in jail or stuff like that, because you're riding off of your emotions. You're allowing your emotions to control you, and that's the worst thing you can do during a breakup, is to allow your emotions to make you do something that you regret doing. So really get closer to God. I mean, it's in the most humble way possible. Talk to God. Tell Him how you feel. Tell Him, you know, what you're going through. Tell Him what it is that you would like for Him to do for you. Like, it was plenty of times I had to get on my hands and my knees and pray and tell God, like, you know, I'm sorry for not listening to you. I'm sorry for doing things my way. You know, God, like, I surrender to your will, and I trust you. I trust that, you know, you have the final say and that everything works out for my good. Like, you gotta really talk to God. The next tip is to go on a self-love journey. You need to learn how to love yourself again, girl. So you want to start eating healthy. You want to start working out. You want to start like doing little things to pamper yourself. Get your nails done. Get your toes done. You know, get your hair done. You know, take a little class. You know, you want to start doing things to understand who you are and just like really learn how to live without the person that you were with. You know, you have to like almost create a different life for yourself, because now it's just like you, or maybe you and your kids or whatever. So just take the time to really learn to love yourself. And it's a lot of knowledge here on YouTube in the world period about self-love, and self-love is the most important journey you can go on in your life, because you cannot love somebody if you don't love yourself. So love yourself, please. Learn to love yourself. And I think loving yourself is like one of the hardest things you'll ever tackle in life, because it's so weird how we love other people unconditionally and just give and give and give of ourselves, but then we don't really take care of ourselves. So it's very important to learn how to love yourself. The next tip is to cut off all contact, and this might not be easy for a lot of people, you know, because you want to still talk to them and stuff like that. Like, anything to give yourself some kind of emotional comfort. Anything to make you feel like, man, this person still loves me or still cares about me. Like, no. Cut off all contact. Like, I mean, delete that person number or change their name in your phone. Like, my ex-husband, whatever you want to call him, like, he's not husband in my phone anymore. He's Messiah's dad. Like, change everything, like, you know what I mean, so you could keep things in perspective for yourself. Like, you can change their name to ex-boyfriend, do not answer, bitch, bye. Like, you can change it to anything. So if that phone ever rings that person, you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? My past, like, never again. Like, save that person in your contacts like that, or just delete the person altogether. Like, I can't delete my ex's number because we still have to co-parent and stuff like that. So I just save him as baby dad. Like, you know what I mean? He went from husband to baby dad. So cut off that contact. Don't try to keep in contact with them. Do not stalk. Do not do the stalking shit. Like, don't stalk their social media accounts. Like, delete them on social media. Delete them on every social media ever. Like, any type of ties you have to this person, you have to delete it and cut it off. Like, we do not do the stalking stuff. The stalking stuff is going to make you hold on to relationship and keep those attachments. The whole point of a breakup is for you to release those attachments and just surrender and just let go of that toxic relationship, because obviously it's just toxic, or it wasn't meant to be, however you slice it. So don't stalk, don't follow on social media, cut off all contact, delete all text message threads, delete pictures, like, delete videos. I don't care what it is, all that history, it got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to find yourself having a bad day or a bad moment, and now you going through pictures and videos, you going through old messages and text threads. Like, just let it go. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. Another thing in reference to that is tell your friends and your family that you don't want the tea on that person. Because a lot of times when you going through a breakup, your friends, your family, their friends, their family, because, you know, y'all basically became like a whole big family. So their friends and family gonna be giving you the tea. Your friends and family gonna be giving you the tea. And it's just like, for what? It doesn't even matter at the end of the day. Like, if you're not with that person anymore, whatever they're doing, you know what I mean, it has nothing to do with you. You know, your main priority is to move forward and to learn to love yourself and understand that, you know, life goes on, period. You know what I mean? Because it really does go on, and you have to learn to move it along. Like, move it along, baby girl. The next tip that I want to give you guys is to find the lessons in your breakup. And I kind of touched on that a little bit, but find the lessons in your breakup so that you can see the part that you played in it, and make sure you're not repeating these same patterns moving along, because you'll find yourself in the same situation with the next person that you're with, because you're not dealing with what's really going on inside of you. You have to understand that a lot of things that we do, you know what I mean, is learned behaviors. It's things that, you know, we end up doing because of certain things that was done to us as a childhood, or certain ways that we were treated, or it might be like certain insecurities that you have. It's a lot of things that's like mental. Excuse me, y'all probably hear my kids, but there's a lot of things that's like really mental with being in a relationship. So understand that you have to take that time for yourself to understand the part that you played and things that you need to change and work on so you could be a better person overall. Like, you don't want to just leave a breakup and be like, okay, I'm over him, yes. No, you really want to come out on top and be like, dang, I might have been messed up for doing this or doing that, whatever the case may be. But, you know, I'm bigger, I'm better. I could choose to be better. And you always can choose to be better and do better. Know that. Like, nobody can ever take that away from you. And also, take a look at the part that that person played and understand that it's certain things that you dealt with in that relationship or that you settled for that is a total deal breaker. So just keep all of that in mind moving forward. The next tip that I want to tell you guys is to stay classy and stay cute. Always keep it classy and always keep it cute. You know, don't be going out here keying people's cars, acting crazy. Don't go looking for the chick that he messing around with, or the chicks that they messing around with, or the boys that she's messing around with, whatever, vice versa, because I know boys and girls watch my channel. But take the high road. Don't be messy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been messy in the past. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been super like trashy. I wasn't classy at all. You know what I mean? But that's because I was letting my anger get the best of me. You know what I'm saying? But this past relationship, oh no. I'm gonna keep it classy and keep it cute. Like, I ain't got time for all that, because I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I know that if this situation didn't work for me, that's because God has something better for me. Period. And you gotta know and trust and have faith in God to know him well enough to understand that what's meant for you is meant for you. It ain't nothing or nobody on God's green earth could take something from you if God say this is for you. Understand that. So if something's not going right in your life, you're going through a breakup, a separation, a divorce, I don't care what it is. God has something better for you. And he just needs to move this person out of your way so you can get to what you really need. Get to your true destiny. You know what I'm saying? So don't even sweat it. Stay cute and stay classy. Don't let nobody bring you out of your character. You know what I'm saying? Keep it cute or put it on mute, honey. The next tip that I want to give you is to level up. I don't care what you go through. You never let nobody take your grace away from you, your beauty, like anything. Like, no, it will never be a situation where one of my exes will look and be like, oh, dang, she downgraded. Like, never a downgrade, always an upgrade, boo-boo. So understand that we're not going backwards. Like, nope, we're going forward. We're moving forward. So we're leveling up. Whatever we was doing in that relationship, we're not doing moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Things that we dealt with that we should have never dealt with, we're not dealing with moving forward. Level up in your mind spiritually. Level up in your heart. Clear your heart so you could be able to love somebody all over again and give them everything that you want to give them. You know what I mean? Level up in your body. Work out. You know what I mean? Eat right. Level up in your career and your finances. Get to that bag. Secure that bag, sis. Like, bro, secure that bag. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. I mean, level up in every way possible. So when you look back, you don't even recognize who the hell you was in the past. Like, level up, period. Turn around. Don't focus on a breakup. Turn all that around and focus on yourself. And I promise you, you are going to be like, what? Can't nobody tell you nothing when I tell you that. Because one thing somebody can never take from you, they can never take who you are away from you. So keep being you, keep doing you, keep shining. I love you guys so much, and I hope this helps somebody. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, angels.